Hi, I am Miss Robin. I teach students with visual impairments. Right now I have a couple third graders, a fourth grader, and a couple fifth graders who are visually impaired, and they use abacuses. So most of them are using right now an EZeeCount or 100 bead abacus. So I got a 100 bead abacus from Amazon so that I can make this equitable for everybody. And if you don't have one of these, I got this for like 11 bucks on Amazon, but if you don't have access to this, and in these times, access is an issue. So maybe try Pinterest and looking up how to make your own 100 bead abacus. Rubber bands, macaroni, cardboard. I'm envisioning all these things. I'm not super crafty, but I think there might be a crafty way to make one if you do not have a 100 bead abacus. So see how easy it is slip and slide. So this is not ideal for students with visual impairments who are going to be moving, manipulating, and reading their abacus by touch only. So we use what this is currently no longer being manufactured by American Printing House for the Blind. However, it was a manufacturing issue and not an awesome product issue, so let's hope we get some version of this. So what I'm looking for, what will say 0, are everything on the right side is clear. So all the beads are pushing to the left side. So when you're looking down at it, when you're feeling it, you will have nothing touching the right side. And that right there is the number 0. Same thing for this. So if I'm working with this, my entire right side will be 0. Okay. So this is just the instructional video, and then I'll start doing some math drills for my students. Okay, if you have an early abacus user, preschool early counting, go ahead and count 1-to-1 correspondence so that all the beads are represented and counting on. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say you're doing 12, 11, 12. Okay. Now, if you were to look up 100 bead abacus on YouTube, you will see that they start on the bottom. Most often, they start on the bottom as your ones. I start on the top as my ones, specifically because that's kind of what the directions say for this, and that's just how we operate. So this top row will be ones, then tens, then hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, and then my students, I pause. What's that word? Rhymes with million, starts with a B, billions. Okay, so this is just a refresher, or this is kind of a tutorial for our families who are helping our students at home. Okay, so if I wanted to write the number 112, I'd say how many, I start biggest place value to smallest. So I'd say how many hundreds in 112? 1. So I go to my hundreds row and I go, but you know what? I discovered I was doing this wrong in my last video that I deleted. So I go 100. So I start 100. Okay, how many tens in 112? 1 10. And then how many ones in 112? 2 ones. Now, oops. So my students aren't allowed to lift up their abacus. Sometimes they want to lift it up. Let's say they have some vision and they want to lift it up and they look really close. I'm like, no, 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 no. Keep your abacus flat down on the table. Let's use our hands to read this. Okay, so at home, kiddos, let's use our sensory, our tactile sense, and to manipulate meaning to work our abacus. Okay, so 112. Now let's say I say 112 minus 110. So minus would be take away. So these are ours. Whatever is touching the right side of the abacus belongs to us. I say whatever's touching the other side, the left side, belongs to the bank. So if I'm minusing 112, I'm going to give back. So 110. So I'm going to minus 100. And then I'm going to minus 10. And then I say, what's my answer? My answer is 2. Okay. So if you can set and if you can clear, that's right there, addition and subtraction. So setting means to put the number on the board. I'll sometimes say show me, and that means to put the number on the board. Minus, take away, give back to the bank. Okay, and the bank, I use that analogy because we get into a situation sometimes where we need to ungroup or regroup, and that's where I really pull that language up again. We also use self-talk here, so we will be counting and saying certain phrases as we go along. And so this is just the first introduction. So this is called the EZeeCount abacus. So E, all caps EZ, then lowercase EE, then all caps COUNT, count abacus. And there are a couple videos on YouTube that you can find on this. This is just, you can just look up 100 bead abacus if you're looking for other videos. I just scoured when I was learning this. I just learned it from YouTube. So, and I adapted because I started from the top row down instead of the bottom row up. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so I'm going to keep these videos coming, and I'm hoping to keep them under 10 minutes each one. The next video is going to be on drills for addition and subtraction. So here we go.